Okay, so we're having a change
Can
of
we
mind.
just think about how we can project that? I think it's too much.
Okay. For example, we're gonna we have one camera. Okay.
It's gonna be fun then.
It's just recording. We're just like talking.
But we need this video to show on us the disease coming.
Yeah, no, but that would be done. We would all draw, for example. Okay, if you want to do it that way, we all draw our own version of the leukemia spreading.
Okay.
That way we have different leukemia spreading. So Elena, I'm
gonna draw what.
So when we move on to the next person, is because not everyone has the same type of leukemia. Some people it spreads more faster. Some people less. Slowly. Some people really aggressively. So we can have different shades of red, showing how different people are affected.
Do you guys want to still do it by drawing? Some people could do it with ink and water.
But anything as long as it's not digitally made, because that'll take too long.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, which would this and how
that would be
will we
nice
do that?
because
Scan
we
it
will all
or-
participate.
and
then just put it on like a stop film animation. That way it will be spreading.
For example, I'll tell you, can I have a paper? Or can I use
So
that
you
one
mean it's
actually?
going to be like 4 of us are going to be on there?
Wait a second.
And it's going to go from one to the other.
If this is the leukemia, the first frame is like that. The second frame is like.
Yeah, just add and
we
keep
don't
on.
need to think about this. We can just use.
Then we
different
scan
images.
this.
It will be enough.
We
Because
scan
we will do differently. We don't know how you do it. I will do myself. It will look different. It's good.
I think if you have one person, I don't think it would be.
That interesting.
It must be
You mean
graphically.
if it's going to be just one
Yeah, but
person?
I'm gonna say like if it looks too different. For example, my drawing looks so different to yours.
No, but that's the point. That's the whole thing.
Yes.
It would be nice
That is
because it's
the
individual.
Not everyone.
As long as we stick to some colours.
No. Okay, this is
Like
it. Leukemia is not the same. One person in the world can save you. That person won't be able to save her. Everyone has different DNA. That way, everyone has different disease of the leukemia doesn't always have the same DNA.
Yes.
So your leukemia.
We can use
might look
different colors as well.
Yeah.
So what's
So
next?
she can maybe draw little tiny circles everywhere. She might draw lines, scribbles. Yeah, it affects different people differently, and it's unique. That's the problem of this disease. It's too unique.
Can I suggest something? Instead of drawing and stuff, which is gonna take time, we open Photoshop while we keep adding circles. Okay? We project that on a person. On you, for example, it's gonna be red. On you, it's gonna be yellow. On her, it's gonna be purple. On me, it's gonna be green. That's how it shows it's different on other people. But sketching it's gonna take time. If you do it in Photoshop, it's quick and it projects faster and better on the.
No, because I was thinking, for example, in Photoshop, you can easily.
We could try. You know what? We should try one day, like
if you want
tonight
to do in Photoshop, we do sketches.
or tomorrow. We do sketches and we share it on Facebook.
Because I was thinking,
With
in
the
Photoshop,
silhouette?
you can get a silhouette of a person, any silhouette of any person, roughly the same size. Then
And
you
just
can draw
test it.
within them. It doesn't have to just be circles, but as long as you draw
No, I
within them, that will project.
Don't sketch that. Can we ask everyone to do it Photoshop?
Bodies.
Shall we do it in
You're going to
Photoshop?
have to, whether we draw it, we're going to have to scan it in.
It's better if we do it in Photoshop.
But I don't want to do it directly on Photoshop.
I'm not sure.
Because I want to make it big.
We can do it in different layers.
No, but that's the thing. I don't. Yes, fair enough. There's circles, but some people might have a bit of jagged lines. It would be nice if we had different effects.
Yeah.
So some people have it on Photoshop.
Like
some
you know,
people have
lines.
inks.
Some person could have scribbles. Some person could have.
Yeah. Because at the end we can scan it, change it into vectors, put it in Photoshop.
Okay,
anyway.
let's
We're gonna have
agree
to
on
have it.
something. We all have to sketch our leukemia for ourselves. Draw it however you want. Draw it however you see the leukemia in you.
Handprints? We will do that.
And that will do on all of us.
As long
in the
as we
end.
have it in the computer, because so we
Yeah, they
can
have-
project it. Draw however you want. I want to draw it in Photoshop because I think it is faster and more clear
Honestly,
to
it's
see.
gonna be
You can see, like, for example, print it.
I guess I work
You can
fast on
do it
paper
like-
because I want to try ink.
You can
so
do
I
it on
scan it
paper,
in.
yeah, why not? So as long as we have it all in one same file.
Blotting papers.
And the handprints, at the end, we can just do different versions of different handprints. So we can make them smaller, bigger. We can do our own handprints like 100 times. And just
The thing is, we need to think about, like you said, a body, but we're gonna have different bodies. we have the legs starting.
What if the leukemias start to...
Not if we all stand in the same spot, then you can have it exactly the...
I don't know.
What if the fingerprints start to appear instead of the leukemia?
Yeah.
It helps that the fingerprints are healing the leukemia. Yeah?
So at the end, you would have the fingerprints.
Yes, instead of lots of leukemia inside of your body, you're gonna have lots of fingerprints on the body.
We'll
sense?
go to Britannia text then to
Yeah, because you need lots of different different DNA, lots of different people to test it in order to find the one that will match you.
So you mean, okay, so we've got this stuff in the body happening, and then we've got the fingerprints coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just 4 of us here. We're talking, and we're just normal. We're not talking about it like the same way we're talking now. Then somebody starts to cough or having some symptom of the leukemia. Then that's where, like, for example, we can turn off the light, something which goes serious and stuff, or we can add music which makes it serious and stuff. Then by that, the projector will project on me first, for example. My type of leukemia which I draw, we're gonna project that on me. Then it's gonna be you. We're gonna have you're on that one. All of us, okay? From there, it's gonna be only one person. The text is gonna be like anyone can have it. It can be you. So we choose one, which from the sketches we can see which one looks better if we project on that one. For example, if it's Branko, we want on the first frame we won't show the leukemia spreading so much because it's just we're gonna just say like it can be anyone. Then if for example it's Branko in here, then we start to spread the leukemia in her like so much and talk about the leukemia a bit in the projector with the type. Okay? So we say like leukemia is blah 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 blah. It's spread like this. Okay, how can we help it? A fingerprint will appear at the back, for example. Then the fingerprint will start appearing instead of the leukemia in
Yeah,
her.
so it's kind of counter. So it's
Like
curing
the
leukemia.
cure.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a
Then
bit
the
of work.
fingerprints should be the opposite color. So if the leukemia is, that's why I think we should all do different versions of leukemia, but the same color, because then the fingerprints would be like a blue
Green or something.
green that would help
Show as
show
good.
that it's a good thing. So we will all be infected by different types of bread. So you might have circles, you might have squares, like just little tiny ones to show the different leukemias. And then at the end, the fingerprints would all be green or blue or orange.
Fingerprints, or we should do like hands.
I think hands.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
fingerprints
hands.
are going to be too
Yeah.
But I think that
But the hands you can make smaller anyway, so like,
Yeah.
it'll be made up.
I mean,
it's we need
gonna be
that
like life
explanation
size.
about what this leukemia is. Do you think so?
Not that much, but if it's just one person standing there and the leukemia goes around and
think it will
everyone's
be so
gonna
long.
watch it like...
You know what I was
What's this?
thinking, Kimia? Basically, you know how we have, you said it's 4 of us, so we'll have 4. I don't think it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll also be boring. I think once we've got our thing, we could have it repeated. So we go 1, we could go 2, we could go back 3, and then 4 and 5.
I was thinking, like she was
Focus on
explaining,
one.
we can all start talking, and then one person coughs and it only zooms in on that. We move out the way because at the end we're gonna have to edit the video anyway because you can't do it all in one because you don't have enough screens to. For example, you're standing there, all 4 of us are standing talking, and then you start coughing, and we zoom in on you.
Yeah.
Everyone else moves out the way, and
Yes.
we project your leukemia on you.
Yeah.
And then after you move out of the way, someone else comes because we're going to have to edit it anyway, so it's not going to, we can't do it all in one.
Yeah.
He wants us to project, but if we want to actually do a
Well,
movie...
are we going to have like the movie
Okay, get up.
projecting on
Get
all
up.
of us?
Get up.
What do you mean?
Get up. Okay, you and me talking, yes?
Just talk
Yeah. Okay, so we're all going to be talking. Okay,
then I'll start like...
Start coughing. And then the lights are going to go off and we're going to move out the way. She's going to, exactly, she's going to stand here.
Where's the first idea?
No, leukemia is focusing on her, right? No. Then, when it says it can happen to everyone, then we move, you move, and then I will be a different face. Leukemia goes on me because we're going to have to shoot this all in one, but the camera recording it gonna be, for example.
No, I like it till here.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be projected on all of us, it's gonna be too much and it's gonna get boring. So I think on one person, I think it's one person. Can I say something? You know, like how we thinking of leukemia be a circle, shall we think of leukemia be fingerprints? Because it's a DNA thing. So the fingerprint inside her is gonna treat, and then we can have different fingerprints at the background, changing. One stops, and that will match with the fingerprint which is inside me. That's much easier as well.
Because we need to show some.
Yeah. So for example, it's the same idea and everything.
Okay,
We're
well, then that
talking.
way we can also in that case we can draw fingerprints and we can also do things different, because if we all do handprints, they're all going to look the same.
Let's think that we have 10 fingers and they all have different fingerprints.
Maybe we could have like paint. You could have red and green. That would make it look different. You don't have to do all red or green.
We're showing those
For the
fingerprints,
beginning.
and they're coming into your hand, and then one is flashing because just yours.
You know what? To be easier, I think. Actually, I was thinking maybe we should have one fingerprint.
That is
Copy
I can
it on
hold my
Photoshop,
hand like this and
mask it,
different
and put
fingerprints
in the back.
can.
It's easier to do that way.
you know?
Different
So you don't do
fingerprints
too
can
many
Yes, we're
project on my
producing
hand.
different one, and one is just the third
So that
one.
we use a
is
digital
matching
stuff
your hand.
to ease our
So the
job.
one
Do one
can
or
help
two
you.
fingerprints, duplicate it for the whole screen, and make a mask and change each one different colours just using a brush tool.
That's true.
What
Wouldn't
way?
that be better?
What?
I think we're
Instead of
just
doing too
producing
much
some,
practical,
movie.
we have one fingerprint
Might as well
or
be.
two, duplicate it for the whole screen, like you were saying, and then have the ink, the fingerprint masked, and in the back have like brushes. Each fingerprint's going to be different. It'll take half an hour to do in Photoshop. Then doing each one fingerprint over and then.
Can we
And
not
we
get
don't
the
have to do-
fingerprint from Google? Why do we even have to print out fingerprints?
Well, we shouldn't actually.
No, it can be anything.
I'd rather have my own fingerprints printed
Yeah.
than have someone else's. And I can easily get my dad and my mum to do their
It's
fingerprints.
probably
and my
the same
sisters. That way
amount
we
of
have at least a
time.
variety.
You could do it just now.
Okay, let's just that's fine. Let's just plan the whole movie.
Yeah.
Let's just plan it less than 1 minute.
Don't be
1
so
minute.
awkward.
I have to.
What?
I think that the middle part, explaining scientifically about what is leukemia, I
Do you
don't
want to
think
give
so
me
we
one
need
as
that.
well? I'll try and sketch.
I'm not saying to explain what it
This
is.
is my opinion.
Yeah, but what I'm
Can we just map this out because I need to go so we know what we're doing at
I think
least,
we all
and then
need to go basically.
yeah.
really quick.
Okay.
So
You go. You're faster. It takes ages for me. So the first frame is people.
So first frame people.
It's just gonna. You mean just faces?
People
No,
talking.
we are talking and we're people.
Talking. Then
I chose the wrong.
No, just write it down. People,
just write it. Yeah, why not?
people talking.
So just 4 of us.
Yeah,
Yes.
4 of us talking.
This is quite
So who will record us? Then we just put camera in.
Yeah, the camera is gonna be. We can't just put the camera in there,
Okay.
and it keeps recording. We keep doing it as many as time that we need to. Then we cut the frame, put it together, and make the meal. As long as the camera doesn't move, everything is okay. So people talking, then it's just like the second frame is one person coughing. Then it's gonna be
So we still have 4 people there.
yeah.
After you start coughing, we are leaving. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
other people leave. We zoom on that person, other people fade away. We should all wear black, I think.
Okay, so if we zoom, how do we zoom if the other people?
Camera. We just zoom in that person, other
But
people.
somebody needs to control the camera.
Who can control
Yeah, but we can all move away and do it. At the end,
Even if you don't
What I'm
zoom
saying
in.
Oh, because you could edit it.
We
you
have to
mean?
edit it anyway if we want it to be, because we can't be obviously us seeing everything going on behind.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do for him, and then what we want to do is also create like a little mini 1 minute.
So we're supposed to
think it's
present
so
it on Friday, you said?
No,
You didn't.
So one person coughing, then other people fade out, then it's gonna be the leukemias, which is fingerprint.
Wait, so coughing, fade out, then
We zoom on you.
Zoom on one person,
Zoom on
then the leukemia starts to spread on me. The leukemia is actually the fingerprints. The fingerprints start to spreading on me. It's not that hard. It's just some
But
fingerprint is
let's just
spreading.
make them all the same color though, just different
Yes.
shades of red. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Mix up
Just
a bit.
red.
Yeah.
It's
Shades of
spreading
red.
different. Then it's gonna be. I think it's good if we have different color, different fingerprints on the background,
Yeah.
changing.
multicolours, yeah. But not. Yeah, and then
Changing.
We can,
It's
Changing that
keep
mean we need to
changing.
animate it or-
No, we just take lots of different pictures from one different
Duplicate it in
one.
Photoshop and do it nicely.
No. We can't, like, for
Yes,
example,
they
no,
need to
wait,
change.
wait a second. This. So I have 10
No, I mean,
pictures.
how we will
got
do
10,
that
so-
then? on
Okay, no,
projection?
I mean like 10 pictures.
put it on
I take
thing.
different things, and then from there, for example, imagine we have 50 images. Someone is just going next, and it's projecting on the background of me.
and you can do
You
that
mean
by
are they
putting-
multiplying each one, or you're gonna have?
No,
All of
I
them
think
come
it's
out.
better if it's gonna keep changing.
What I think is she's got a good idea, but have it big, like a big
Yeah, big.
fingerprint.
A big
change.
one.
So on Photoshop we can put an animation. So every like second,
It
every
changes.
half a second,
Even
it will
with your
change.
phone, there is an app Flipagram.
So do we change fingerprint or color?
fingerprint and
The
color.
all-
Fingerprint and color.
Imagine
So it's
I'm
just
here.
one. So it's just
Yeah, so
saying like
one
as
above
the
the other.
person's
Here.
testing.
It'll probably be above your
No,
head
wait.
and it just moves.
I'm here. My fingerprint, which is my leukemia, is spreading in me, and on my background, there is different big ones, different fingerprint changing every second. What I'm trying to show is we need different people to give this test, and one will match with mine.
One from 50 much.
One
We need to
match
show
with
just
mine,
one, yeah.
and it starts to like all of my leukemia like.
Gone.
You know what I had a good idea about? When you find that one, you just touch it and then it just
Yeah.
goes inside you. Would be nice.
I will show you. While it's going there, she will just turn and touch it.
Yeah. So the one that it goes.
No. Or for example, if I'm
The
here.
color.
No,
See
no,
if
no,
we
no.
can show it by color.
Wait, if I'm here, the projector is on my back.
Yeah.
The fingerprint is on my back. So once I find a match one, I go back, and the fingerprints start to appear on all over me, and
Yeah.
that actually heals me.
Yes.
And I'm back to life. And for example, change my clothing. I'm different color clothing, and I'm happy again, and I'm healed.
And then we all show up and like we're all like,
So the background of all of this is going to be black though.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we have black paper in that room. We need to know when that room is free.
I actually think it's really
Yeah,
good
we need to
idea if at the end
photograph
we
them.
go back to the first.
That's what we were saying. Yeah. So we were like chatting away.
So
So,
we can
yeah.
do today now.
Ah, that
To
is
book the room.
We need to probably.
Okay,
I don't know if
just
we
in
have
2
time. It's
seconds.
closed.
We're just the four of us. We're talking. I start to cough, and everything zoom on me. I start to spread the leukemia. I find my match. I go back. I heal, and we start talking again. So nothing happened because
The
someone
life
heals
is
me.
continuous. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So basically,
All we need is
easier,
fingerprint.
yeah.
I see what you mean. Basically, you're gonna have red fingerprints
We're
on
going
you.
to do on all of us.
So all of the fingerprints behind are going to be anything but red, and then the red comes on in the
probably
back.
white because everything
Yeah.
is black, so white
So-
would be the good color.
The fingerprint in the back should meet the fingerprint on you. The
One
same
of them.
color.
Yeah. So it'll be your fingerprint.
Guys, no, maybe
No, I
we
mean
can
colour.
do now what? As you said, it's on the back or fingerprints, and the one yours is coming on the.
You know what's a good idea?
In front of you.
You only take one
First
fingerprint
one,
of yours.
and he'll
What do you mean?
for example, okay, look.
You know
if
what
we
that
want
means?
different-
If we're gonna have that fingerprint at the back, because for it not to, do you mean that it should be like above your head? That should be fine then.
That's bad.
No, it can't be because you're in the way.
Because you're in the way, so we have to.
We can have two
film twice.
projectors.
No, we only need to
No,
film
but you will
twice.
still, yeah.
Film the background
The background is alright.
and then film you.
I think it's
without
better if it's above your head.
It can be next to me.
That too.
But we can show that
Okay,
I was
if that's the
we can show that her fingerprint came when we show it on the front.
here.
Yeah, next to her.
Here.
I think, for example, if we all want fingerprints, you only take one. That way, you only have one match, and we all take 5 fingerprints.
You know what we can do? Can I have a pen and paper, please?
You know what I think
What
we
we
should
can
have?
do, which is really easier and faster, if this is me, sorry for the bad drawing, and the leukemia is spreading over me, so the projector is that leukemia, so we have, if this is our screen of the projector, we divide it by 2, so we have the leukemia spreading here, and we have the big fingerprints in here.
But what I was thinking, since
Next
we're
to
gonna have
you.
different,
That is
yeah,
good.
but since we're gonna have different fingerprints,
Yes.
we're gonna take. You only take one. You only take one fingerprint then.
I
So
know,
inside you, there's only one fingerprint. Which
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
yours, yeah.
But that one is keep spreading. So next page, for example, is a different. Okay, let's
I
say
think next to her it should be your
first
life size.
first start,
And it makes
first
you look-
one, first slide is one fingerprint inside me and one big like that.
Yeah.
Second one is gonna be 2 fingerprints
No, I think
inside
it's
me,
spreading.
and it's just like different
I think
fingerprints.
you should
3.
have more. I think it should multiply by 10 each time.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's better.
Because it attacks fast and we won't have time for
Yes,
the whole
Yeah, that's better. So all we need
Otherwise
to
we'll have
do.
double, so 10, 20, 30.
All
you'll
we need
fit
to
up.
do is just making fingerprints, and I think it's better if we just have one text, projecting, not on top, saying it can be anyone. And at the end, it's better if we don't write on it, if we project. Like, for example, some of the information which we see in the video,
But nicely
it's
not,
just there.
yeah.
But it's better if we project it so we don't use lots of editing, and we also use a lot of projecting. So we say it will only take 10 minutes to go online, order your box, and help someone.
And
in the
then we
world.
come back and we start talking
think-
again. And things like that.
Because it's going to be so quiet during the whole process where it's multiplying. Either we have some sort of sounds as it's multiplying, or we have like ink noises.
We can take that text which is talking about leukemia and just to put it's like a sound without putting text in there.
I think it's better if you find a really good background song or something instead of.
I'm going to have to go.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fine. Okay, let's just, before you leave, when should we talk about this? Monday after the class?
I'm going to send some stuff tonight. I'm going to do some stuff tonight. So
Work
that's
Monday
fine.
and just leave class
Okay,
and go.
I don't think
On
from
Monday-
the other days that we're not in, I worked every day that we're not in.
Me too. and
I
that's
think
everything.
we're in on Friday.
Keep that one.
We all Friday. We don't go to Brian's session because it's going to be this. We just tell him. We book out that room.
We don't go for session anymore.
No, we have session with him, but it's just going to be this. So we book out that room for us the whole
Yes.
Friday. All Friday.
Yeah,
So
and
morning to afternoon.
from morning.
So we need to
From
go
morning
look
to
now.
afternoon.
Maybe we can check now if we can borrow the projectors because I'm not sure they will be available.
it's
if we
What
need to.
day is it?
Because it's fine.
It's the 18th on next